to stay motivated in life. How to stay motivated when everyone around you, even your family, your friends, your YouTube supporters or your haters, or everyone around you is just trying to trash the fuck out of you, but you know in your heart you're doing the right thing, and you know it's always the right time to do the right thing. How do you stay motivated, man? How do you stay motivated when people take you out of context? They say you said something when you didn't say it, or they say you said this when you meant that, or they don't show the full context of the story. Or how do you fucking stay motivated when you turn up to work and you've been fired? You turn to work and you're like, well, what are you doing here? You got fired, bro. You're done. What do you do? I mean, some people kill themselves. Some people get high on drugs. Some people get drunk. Some people do crazy, so they get violent, they get angry. What's your motivation, man? Why are you doing things? You're doing things just for money? I mean, I know plenty of, before we continue, go check out my videos on Ask Durianrider. And check out my videos, if you're into cycling, on Durianrider Cycling Tips. Check out those two channels, Ask Durianrider and Durianrider Cycling Tips. If I remember, I'll put a link down below. But how do you stay motivated? I mean, I know people who only do YouTube just for the money. Just for the money. If they're not making videos or getting Patreon or whatever, then they're out of here. They're out of here. For me, tape measure, I do this because I fucking love it, whether I'm getting paid or not. I mean, I've got enough money in the bank to sit on the beach for the rest of my life, drinking coconuts, just chilling out, riding my bike, walking into any bike shop and just going, I want that bike. That's my reality. I don't have to be here. I could shut it all down today and be set for life. Not because I got rich parents, I don't. My dad died a few years ago. My mum, she lives in a housing trust place. She lives on the pension, So I don't come from money. I'm self-made. So understand my reality that I don't have to be here doing this. I saw a vegan activist the other day he says, I'll give you a shout out. And this is on his Patreon account. This guy's, I call it fake, because he wears a shirt that says ethics. He goes to pig save events and he wears Nike shoes, leather, Nikes, and then wears a t-shirt ethics. Calls himself a vegan. I don't know. Then has a vegan tattoo up here. I'm just like, why would you wear leather shoes, Nike, the sweatshop brand, and call yourself ethical? But anyway, and he's doing shout outs for $500. I was like, what the fuck? Like, some people only doing this shit for the money, man. And when the money goes, they go too. So some people motivated by money. Doesn't make them bad people. I mean, hey, some people got to do crazy things. There's some money world out there. But if you're driven just by money, then fuck, man, what a poor existence. What a poor existence. I'm driven to spread the vegan message. That's why I upload so many videos across so many years. I've been doing this for 9 years, man. I was doing YouTube for 4 years before I could make a single cent on it. I've got a really successful ebook out there, but I give out 99% of my information for free because I want to help veganize the planet as best as possible. That's why my information is so easy for anyone to do, I mean, it's so fucking frustrating. You shout out someone's channel and then they become a fucking Fruit Loop, or they're a backstabber. Or you shout out someone else's channel and they're like, don't eat rice has got poison in it. Or fish is healthier than rice. And it's like there's so many barriers and walls and barbed wire fences to crawl through. I'm just sharing my reality so maybe you can entertain something in yours. But you have all this drama or confusion or human hatred or hate speech or dogma or religion, or all sorts of craziness that prevents just good people doing good shit. And so maybe you're a good person, you want to do some good shit, but you feel, I'm going to open my heart to the world and everyone's going to love me. What? No way, man. Look at me. I share my shit, transparent, zits and all. And some people are fucking a vocal minority, are triggered as, man. Are triggered as. And they'll do anything to try and knock me down or take me out or whatever, I've been punched in the face before, I get threats all the time. It's crazy out there. So you just got to laugh it off. But distraction, fear, hatred, anger, these are things you experience when you take your mind off your goal. What's my goal? What's my life purpose? To help veganize the planet. To help veganize the planet. That's my single life purpose. And that's why I could be in a wheelchair and still get going. I could not talk, lose my eyesight and still keep going, That's where my drive's at. That's why I do what I do. That's why I can put up with so much crap. That's why when this channel got deleted years ago, back in 2013, I had 9 new channels within 24 hours. You know, I was just sitting there going, oh my God, the channel's deleted. I had 9 new channels, banging out more content within 24 hours. Some people just give up, they're done. Or the haters get on us, and the haters make videos about them, and they delete their channel, they move on, they disappeared. Because their motivation was popularity or money. My motivation is to veganize. If people are talking about me, that's good. That's a good thing. If you're attached to a positive message, if your life purpose is to spread a message, and that message is attached to your little face, love it or hate it, then that's a good thing people are talking about you. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Because those who want your goals and put aside all the bullshit and drama and go, what does this person have to offer me? How are they going to help me? Just like you can be a bum on the street. I've been a homeless bum on the street as well, so I can speak like that. Let's say back in the day, 1995, in prison, got out of prison, had nowhere to stay, living on the street, people judge you, they can see you. They can see what your deal is, and they judge you. But if I'm walking around with fistfuls of cash, people will bypass their judgment because now you can help them with their goal, financial goals or whatever. You know, let's say I worked at Google and I was like a top dog, and people could see, that durianrider guy's a dickhead, but he can never get a job at Google. You know, so people will bypass your bullshit if you can help them out some way. It's like an emotional cocaine. People get addicted to it. So even my haters take my advice, and that's helping me with my mission of my life purpose. So how does that keep me so motivated? How does that keep me motivated? Don't you work that out yet? When you're living your fucking purpose, motivation is not an issue. And when you make something fun, motivation also takes care of itself. That's the noob way. Like washing dishes, you know. If you make it fun, motivation takes care of itself. But if your higher purpose is like, I have a clean sink no matter what, then the motivation is just boom, 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 there. So maybe you have to make stuff fun at the start to keep going. But once that passion kicks in, once that purpose kicks in, boom. I wake up, 2 hours sleep, banging out content, answering emails, boom. No matter how tired, how fatigued I am, I can still do content. Always. Because it goes along with my mission, my life purpose. That's why people go, how can you answer so many questions? How can you give so much of your time, Harley? I'm like, if I genuinely feel this is going to be serving someone to help veganize them or veganize someone else the right way, then boom, I'll do it, man. I'll step up. I'll walk out the house, always got some vegan kit on, always. You know, and that's what I love about the internet, about YouTube, about everything. It's like, I can stay in my hotel room for the rest of my life. I can stay on the beach the rest of my life and still be helping people. Never meet anybody in person ever again. And I've worked it out, you don't actually have to meet people in person. You don't. I always used to be so attached to doing talks and events and festivals. The only reason I do these things that put on my festival now is so other people can meet other people, and then the community can build, you know? It's not so I can really meet fans or they can meet me. I mean, I enjoy that, I really enjoy that. But often people will put you on a pedestal, and maybe they'll meet you in real life, and you've got like 50 people around you, or 10 people around you, or 4 people around you, and you can't give them the attention they want. And a lot of people get really disillusioned. They're like, durianrider didn't give me, like, I traveled all the way to see durianrider and he didn't fix my bike like he fixed someone else's bike, or he fixed my bike but he didn't clean my bike, or he cleaned and fixed my bike and set the seat at the right height but he didn't like give me a power meter. You know, so it's sort of like, I mean, I like to give, man, but like there's so many people asking shit from me, you know? People ask me for sex, ask me for money, for shout outs, for tips, for everything, man. And I give a lot, but there's a lot of people asking. So often people meet you in real life and they are disappointed because they don't meet you don't meet their expectations when they put you on a pedestal. You know? And I've met people I've idolized back in the past and they were just cunts in real life. They just did it for the money. So there's no one who's ever met me in real life and thought, wow, he's an absolute cunt. But I can understand why people get disillusioned, like, oh, he didn't give me the time I wanted. You know, because people hear, oh, durianrider's this like awesome guy who'll give you so much of your time. Yeah, that was true back in the day when I didn't have as much fame as I do now. But now I'm swamped, man. I am swamped every day. So I do like to give it. But you got to understand where I'm at, man. I've got a lot on my plate. I've got like 66,000 inboxes on my Tumblr, man. Probably 20,000 emails or more across like 10 different email accounts. Like, but I'm still motivated, man. I don't go, oh my God, there's so much work to do. I'm like, fucking awesome, man. fucking awesome. But I feel a little bit of disappointment for the people who want stuff from him that can't get it. And that's why I just bang out more content, more videos, bang, 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 bang. And I've still got that terabyte of footage. We're still uploading, we're still getting through it, we're still editing every single day. And it's going up on this channel, on Ask Durianrider and Durianrider Cycling Tips. So stay tuned for that one. We've got so much more content coming, as promised, as promised. What else can we say? But how to stay motivated, man, is just, you want to focus on what your goal is. You know, my goal for this tape measure was to roll it up a little ball, because it was like this, and it's just easier to, someone can trip over it. So I wanted to have like a safe house, Karate Kid style. And that's the motivation. So when you tap into your guns, you're going to be motivated as fuck when you tap into what your life purpose is. And that's how, you know, people use like caffeine for motivation, they use steroids for motivation, they use all these certain drugs or whatever for motivation. And that'll work to some degree, but if it's not in the heart, that's the most powerful drug ever, in your heart, that passion, man, that desire, that purpose. So many people walk around this life not knowing what their purpose is. And they maybe see someone like me who's living a purpose-driven life, and they're like triggered by that. They're like, fuck, you know, like, you know? And it's almost like their life purpose is to hate on Durianrider, or hate on their parents, or hate on their kids, or hate on anyone else who's having fun in life. And what's the purpose of life, man? The purpose of life is to live a life of purpose. The purpose of life is to be happy living that purpose. And the purpose of life is to be happy sharing your purpose with other people, so they can be inspired also to be happy and find and live their purpose and further inspire other people. And we just grow it more and more and more. Think of all the hatred and the drama. I mean, a little bit of fun drama is alright, but I only like the negative drama, the real insidious, pernicious shit out there in the world. You know, there's kids getting bombed all over the world today. There's people dying from not enough food, and we're just sitting around, we're like, oh, I'm eating too many calories, like, you know, like, Durianrider's like, well, come on, man. Like, what are we doing on the planet, man? Like, seriously, we got to get our shit together. It's like, it's crazy, and it can be depressing sometimes. You can lose motivation, but fuckers, man, step the fuck up and keep living with a passion, living with a purpose. Otherwise, you're going to be guilty of a wasted life. You're going to be like those people here in Thailand that move over here, the expats, people from Australia or America or Canada, and you see them, man, every day. Go past the pubs, they're just sitting there, and they've just got a beer in their hand, and they're just like, this is the posture of someone who's just guilty of living a wasted life. Their head's just going, what if I did this? What if I did that? What if you die tomorrow, man? What if you're on your deathbed tomorrow? What are you going to say about today? What didn't you do today that you'll regret tomorrow? It's not about what you did today you might regret. It's what you don't do in life that you will regret. That's the biggest thing, man. It's not about what you've done. Oh, I regret doing that. No, it's what you don't do. That's going to be your biggest regret. So hopefully that's some motivation for you. Leave me down below. How do you stay motivated? What do you do?
In this way.